Imagine waking up tomorrow knowing that your money is working for you, growing while you sleep. Does it sound like an impossible dream? What if I told you that this could be a reality closer than you think? Have you ever wondered why some people manage to accumulate fortunes while others, even earning similar salaries, seem stagnant? What if I told you that there is a simple secret that can completely change your financial trajectory, regardless of how much you earn? In today's video, I will show you how to transform small gains into great financial achievements. Now, I know it might seem difficult, but the truth is that the secret isn't in magic or secret formulas. The real secret lies in making your money work for you. Yes, even with a modest salary, you can achieve financial independence if you know how to apply some simple yet powerful strategies. And the best part? These strategies have already been used by some of the richest and most influential people in the world. People who started exactly where you are now and managed to transform their financial lives in extraordinary ways. First of all, we need to talk about the most basic and fundamental point of all. Spend less than you earn. I know it seems obvious, but believe me, this is one of the biggest barriers people face when trying to improve their financial lives. Let's take the example of Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Even though he is a billionaire, Buffett is known for his modest lifestyle. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 and is famous for his discipline in avoiding unnecessary expenses. The secret to Buffett's financial success is not how much he earns, but how much he invests wisely, always spending less than he earns. When you manage to control your spending and maintain a positive cash flow, what's left can be invested. And this is where the true power of investments begins to come into play. Now, speaking of investments, we need to discuss one of the most powerful forces in the financial world: compound interest. Maybe you've heard of it, but if you don't fully understand it yet, don't worry. I'll explain it in a simple way. Imagine you put money into an investment. This money earns a small percentage each year. In the first year, you earn interest on the amount you put in. In the second year, you will earn interest not only on the original amount but also on the interest you already earned in the first year. And this cycle continues, growing year after year. This is what we call interest on interest or compound interest. But what is the real impact of this in practice? Let me give you a real example. Albert Einstein, who was not a finance expert, used to say that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He knew that with time and patience, the power of compound interest could transform small amounts into great fortunes. And he was not wrong. Imagine you manage to save just $200 a month. Now, suppose you invest this money in something that yields 10% a year. Over 30 years, you would have invested a total of $72,000. However, due to the power of compound interest, that amount would have grown to over $400,000. That's right, over $400,000. And that is the power of letting your money work for you. A practical example of someone who effectively used compound interest is investor Ronald Read, a janitor and gas station attendant who amassed a fortune of $8 million over his lifetime. He lived modestly, regularly invested small amounts in stocks, and let time and compound interest do the work. When he passed away, Read left a millionaire inheritance, proving that it is possible to accumulate wealth even with a modest salary. Now that we understand how powerful compound interest can be, let's talk about how to invest wisely. The first thing you need to keep in mind is the importance of diversification. Diversification means that you should not put all your money into a single type of investment. Have you ever imagined the risk of investing everything in a single stock and suddenly that company faces a crisis? You could lose a large portion of your wealth all at once. That's why diversification helps protect your money by spreading it across different investments. Thus, if one of them doesn't perform well, the others can compensate. A great example of how diversification can work in your favor is Warren Buffett's own investment portfolio. Although he is known for his big bets in companies like Coca-Cola and Apple, the conglomerate Berkshire Hathaway, which he leads, is highly diversified with holdings in a wide range of sectors, from insurance to railroads. This strategy has allowed Buffett to protect his wealth during economic crises while still reaping significant returns from his best bets. In addition to diversification, it is crucial to maintain a long-term vision. The mistake many people make is selling their investments at the first market downturn. This is a big mistake. When you invest with a long-term focus, short-term market fluctuations become less scary. The stock market, for example, can have bad years, but historically it tends to grow over time. So instead of panicking during crises, stay calm, trust the process, and let your money grow over the years. Now, I know all of this might seem a bit complex at first, but the good news is that over time you can learn and master these strategies. And this brings us to another fundamental point: financial education. It is extremely important that you dedicate time to learn more about how money works. The more you know about finance, the more secure and confident you will feel when making decisions about your money. And nowadays, there are many resources available to help you in this process. Books, YouTube channels, podcasts, and even apps can be great allies in your learning about investments and financial management. An example of someone who dedicated a large part of his life to financial education is Robert Kiyosaki himself, author of the famous book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Kiyosaki argues that the traditional educational system does not teach people how to handle money efficiently. He claims that the true secret to financial success lies in acquiring assets that generate passive income, such as real estate and stocks, and not just working to earn a salary. If you don't know where to start, here's a tip. Look for basic books on personal finance. Two classics I recommend are Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. These books are great for beginners because they explain financial concepts in a simple and practical way. Additionally, seek out finance channels on YouTube and listen to podcasts that cover economics, investments, and money management. The more you learn, the better your decisions will be, and the closer you will be to achieving your financial goals. But one thing is certain: patience is an essential virtue when it comes to building wealth. Financial success does not happen overnight. Results may take years to appear, but when you follow the right path, the reward can be incredible. Investing is a long-term game. This means you need to have resilience, especially during crisis periods. When the market drops, it's normal to feel fear and want to sell everything to avoid further losses. But it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that the greatest opportunities arise. One of the greatest examples of resilience in the investment world is John D. Rockefeller, who became the richest man in modern history. During the Great Depression, Rockefeller remained calm while many panicked. He continued to invest in his businesses, buying struggling companies, and eventually came out of the crisis stronger and richer than before. Rockefeller understood that economic crises are temporary and that the greatest fortunes are built during times of adversity. Summarizing everything we've discussed so far, if you want to accumulate wealth while earning little, the first step is to spend less than you earn. With the money that's left, invest wisely, diversify your investments, and maintain a long-term focus. Additionally, dedicate time to educate yourself financially. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be to make better decisions. And finally, be patient. Building wealth is a process that takes time, but the results are extremely rewarding for those who follow the right path. Throughout the video, we saw how figures like Warren Buffett, Ronald Reagan, and John D. Rockefeller applied these principles in their lives and accumulated great fortunes. And now, it's your turn to start this journey. Now that you know the way, how about starting your journey today? It doesn't matter how much you can invest at the moment. What matters is taking the first step. Start with what you have, and over time, you will see the impact it will have on your financial future. Small daily actions like saving, learning about investments, and having discipline can take you much further than you imagine. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos on how to accelerate your financial growth. Share with friends and family so everyone can start this journey together. This journey is not easy, and no one said it would be, but the rewards at the end are incredibly valuable. Think of great investors like the legendary Benjamin Graham, known as the father of value investing. Graham wrote the classic book The Intelligent Investor, where he taught generations of investors to make decisions based on data and not emotions. He was the mentor of none other than Warren Buffett. Buffett says that Graham's lessons were fundamental to his success. Graham, like Buffett, believed in the power of compound interest and the importance of maintaining a disciplined long-term approach. He also talked about the need to separate speculation from real investment. Speculators seek quick gains and often risk more than they can lose. Investors, on the other hand, buy assets based on their intrinsic value and growth potential over time. For Graham, the stock market was like a voting machine in the short term, where asset prices are determined by popularity, but in the long term it was a scale, where the real value of assets would be revealed. This long-term mindset is one of the reasons why investors like Graham, Buffett, and many others were able to accumulate fortunes throughout their careers. They were not influenced by the daily ups and downs of the market, but instead focused on finding good investments and holding them for many years. Another great example of patience and long-term vision is the story of Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. Walton started with a single store in rural America and, over several decades, built the largest retail empire in the world. His success did not come overnight. He faced difficulties, went through economic crises, and saw many of his competitors fail. But Walton had a clear vision and a long-term strategy. He knew that by offering low prices and excellent customer service, he would build a loyal customer base that would drive his company's growth. Walton was also an example of financial discipline. He lived modestly, avoided ostentation, and reinvested his profits into expanding his business. This allowed him to grow rapidly, even in difficult times. His story is a powerful reminder that financial success is built over time, with patience, discipline, and a clear long-term vision. If we look at other great entrepreneurs and investors like Elon Musk, we see that resilience and patience were also essential to his success. Musk faced numerous failures and crises in his companies, such as Tesla and SpaceX. There were times when both companies were on the brink of bankruptcy, but Musk persisted, believing in his vision of a sustainable future and affordable space travel. He invested all his money, sold personal properties, and went through enormous difficulties to keep his dreams alive. Today, both Tesla and SpaceX are billion-dollar companies, and Musk is one of the richest people in the world. His story shows that even when things seem impossible, patience and resilience can lead to success. The journey to financial freedom is similar. In the beginning, it may seem that your efforts are not yielding results. You may feel discouraged seeing that, despite saving and investing, the results are still small. But remember, just like great investors and entrepreneurs, real growth comes with time. Compound interest, diversification, and continuous learning will eventually lead to exponential growth. And the best part is that the earlier you start, the greater the benefits will be over time. So why not start now? As we saw with Warren Buffett, Ronald Reagan, John D. Rockefeller, Sam Walton, Elon Musk, and so many others, the key to financial success is adopting a long-term approach, spending less than you earn, investing wisely, diversifying your investments, and above all, being patient. There are no shortcuts, but the path is clear. What are you waiting for? Start your journey today and reap the rewards in the future. If you like this video and want to learn more about achieving financial independence, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming content. Here, we will continue exploring the strategies that the world's most successful people use to build wealth, and you can be a part of it too. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family who are looking to improve their finances, and let's build a more solid and prosperous financial future for everyone together. Before we dive even deeper into the world of investments, there is a crucial step you cannot ignore: creating an emergency fund. Think of it as the solid foundation that will support all your financial planning. Imagine facing an unexpected expense, like a car repair or a medical emergency, without having financial reserves. This could force you to resort to high-interest loans or, worse, liquidate your investments at inopportune moments. An emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. This ensures that, in case of unforeseen events, you have a safety net that allows you to keep your investments intact and avoid debt. Start by allocating a portion of your monthly budget to this fund until it is adequately stocked. Set a clear goal. Calculate your monthly expenses and multiply by 3 to 6. This will be the amount you need to accumulate. Automate your savings by setting up automatic transfers to a separate savings account. This makes the process easier and more consistent. Avoid touching this money. Use this fund only for real emergencies. This helps maintain discipline and separation between your emergency finances and investments. Now that you have an emergency fund, it's time to focus on the consistency of your investments. The key to long-term financial success is regularity. Investing small amounts consistently can generate impressive results over time, thanks to the power of compound interest that we've already discussed. An effective strategy to ensure this consistency is to automate your investments. Many banks and investment platforms allow you to set up automatic transfers to your investment accounts. This eliminates the need to make constant decisions and ensures that you are investing regularly, regardless of market fluctuations. In addition to investing regularly, it is essential to review your portfolio periodically. This doesn't mean reacting to every market fluctuation, but rather adjusting your strategy as your goals and circumstances change. Maybe it's time to rebalance your investments to maintain diversification or adjust your asset allocation as you approach retirement. Beyond traditional investments, diversifying your income sources can significantly accelerate your financial trajectory. Consider exploring additional passive income sources, such as rental properties. Investing in rental real estate can generate a stable and continuous income. Online businesses, creating a blog, YouTube channel, or online store can provide additional earnings through advertising, sales, or affiliates. Dividend investments, stocks that pay regular dividends, can be an excellent source of passive income. Let's go back to Ronald Read, whom we mentioned earlier. In addition to his work as a janitor and gas station attendant, Read diversified his income sources by regularly investing in dividend-paying stocks. This constant flow of passive income allowed him to accumulate an impressive fortune over the years. The journey toward financial independence is not just about strategies and numbers. It also involves developing the right mindset. Adopting a growth mindset means being open to video, learning, adapting, and persevering in the face of challenges. The financial world is constantly evolving. New investment opportunities arise, and market conditions change. To stay ahead, it is essential to keep learning. Take courses, read books, follow economic news, and engage in investor communities. Having a mentor or being part of a support group can be extremely beneficial. These people can offer valuable advice, share experiences, and provide the motivation needed to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. While investing is crucial, it is equally important to manage your debts efficiently. High-cost debts, like credit cards with high interest rates, can quickly undermine your financial efforts. Prioritize paying off these debts before increasing your investments. Use strategies like the snowball method, paying off the smallest debts first to gain momentum. The avalanche method, paying off debts with the highest interest rates first to save more in the long run. And debt consolidation, combining all your debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate. Consider the stories of people who managed to get out of debt and start investing thanks to discipline and the right strategies. These stories are proof that, no matter where you start, it is possible to transform your financial life with determination and planning. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next.